Please come back to the space of listening. Let me start now. Listen. First, understanding how life is occurring to you as it is. It's unfortunate, even though life is occurring to us constantly, we are not at all interested in looking it as it is. We are only always interested in approaching it with a reason which makes us feel we can't do anything about it. Reason to put the cross. Why is dealt with the past means it will only lead to cross. The why need to be dealt from the future, context of the future. Then it can lead to Z. Listen. When life is occurring to you, my husband is not giving time to me. If this is the reason you find, the way life is occurring to you, you will only put everything into the impossibility. I can't do anything about it. He doesn't give time to me. That's all. Nothing can be done. See, the life is occurring to you. My relationships are falling apart. It is not giving me enjoyment and excitement. So the reason, if you discover, if you approach it with the idea my husband is not giving time to me, you are only going to crash and put the whole thing in the past and nothing can be done about it. Life conquers you, not you conquer life. Either withdrawal, collapsing, or getting conquered. If you approach the life, if you approach the why with the context of solving, healing, finding the reality as you want, you will always see you are not able to engage him. Why you are not able to engage him? You are actually not able to engage even yourself. So you are not able to engage him. If you find this reason, I am not able to engage him, there is always a solution. Reasons which liberates are right diagnosis. Reasons which binds are wrong failure diagnosis. Like this whole bogus of who is diabetic patient, who is high cholesterol patient, this whole bogus. Please understand, when I am using the word, I mean it. Because who sets the standard? The standard set, this is the blood pressure level, this is the cholesterol level, this is the diabetes, sugar level and all, is not logically substantiated. Please understand. It is much worse than few pundits sitting and gathering and declaring, this is what we will start following. At least these guys have some honesty about what they are doing. Few fellows gang up, funded by the pharmaceutical companies, and they say, patients are too less for the medicines we are producing. Please somehow increase the patients' number. And overnight they bring it from 120 to 100. And 20 million more patients are now there. These are all not logically substantiated decisions, I tell you. So-called modern science is the worst superstitious religion. This so-called modern science is the greatest superstitious religion. Make more diseases for your business, because disease is your business. I am giving you one example. Now, listen to this very carefully. The first set of the writing you did, how life is occurring to you as it is. The second, finding the reason from the context of solving it. Manifesting the new reality you want, to conquer the life as you want. Third, listen, now is the real actual part which you are going to do. Last two sessions are more or less like a theory, understanding your problems, understanding how the life is occurring. Now is the solution, I tell you. Solution is too simple, straightforward. Even though you will be shocked, surprised, that's simple. Because you don't practice, some solutions look very simple. Please listen. Some solutions look very simple because you don't practice. Some solutions are actually simple even if you practice. Diabetes Kriya, which I have offered, it's available freely in the internet. The solution is, I can guarantee within 11 days your diabetes will be completely healed with that Kriya. I am responsible for what I am uttering. Please understand. I am very responsible for your health. I usually don't utter the statements which will put you in risk. I am very responsible. But it looks too simple. Only 11 days. I am taking medicine last 11 years, Swamiji. Only 11 days. Do it. We have done tons of researches. It works. But the problem is, because you never do, solution seems simple. See, we use something, either the idea too simple or the idea too complicated, but not to do. I only request you, don't use the idea too simple, don't use the idea too complicated. Do this solution. The solution is your will. Understand? You have so much of pain associated to your will. I used my willpower, but it does not work for me. It worked 3 days, but I think it worked by fluke. You have so much of failure pain. How many of you have so much of failure pain with your will? Raise your hand. The moment I say will, it is pain so much because you tried, it failed, it did not work, and it worked for 4 days, and then you have been dumped by your will. You feel your will is your enemy, and you have too much of incompletion with your will. Listen. Drop all that stupidity. Even those things are some of the wrong diagnosis you have done. Please understand, in many medical universities, this concept exists. When certain disease lessons are taught about certain disease, the whole class goes through that symptoms. There's a technical term for it. In many medical universities, this is one of the important problem they face. Whether it is physical diseases or mental disorders, whenever the lessons about that disease is going on, the whole class feels that they are going through the disease. Understand, this effect, when you listen about some problem, you develop certain kind of a fear. You also may have that problem, and you psychologically go through the same, is actually peak of problem creation. Mind which is waiting for creating problems. Most of the time, even your incompletions with your will, even your incompletions with your incompletions, your incompletions with your powerlessness, your incompletions with your inability, your incompletions with your impossibility, all this are wrong diagnosis about life. The medical students' disease, it's called intern syndrome. When you study certain disease, you go through the same. You perceive that you experience the same symptoms. Listen. In original Ayurveda, there is a chapter which is actually antidote to this intern's syndrome. See here, how when they study about some disease, they perceive they go through the disease. In Ayurveda, there is a technology. If you are made to scan your body and understand the exact problem, precise problem about you, suddenly you heal and get out of the disease. Listen carefully. If you are just, your Vaidya sits with you and makes you meditate on your internal organs, helps you to diagnose where the exact problem, like some chemicals are missing in the stomach, some are happening too much in your liver. If he is able to guide you and precisely help you to diagnose yourself, self-diagnosis heals. Actually, both the intern syndrome and this Ayurveda, technology of Ayurveda, both have the basis of your cognition about you. Here, the why is approached with the angle of problem. Here in Ayurveda, the why is approached from the angle of solution. That's all. Ayurveda has the technology. And I commit with you guys, I will revive it. I am already working on it. You just need to be initiated into third eye, and Sadashiva gives this technique also, the ability to see your internal organs. It doesn't take too much time. It may take 10-15 days, and the right Vaidya should teach you about Nadi Pariksha, and you should be initiated into the yogic science of third eye and just able to see the internal organs. I don't think spending a month for your body with whom you are going to live for almost 100 years is too much. Otherwise, at least few months or few years you are going to spend in hospital. And that 100 years may not even be 100 years. Soon I will revive this technology. I have clearly mapped the whole thing. I just need to make it happen for my sannyasis balasans first. Then it will be out for all you guys to enjoy and experience. Actually, this session itself is based on that technology. A right diagnosis instigates, inspires your will to solve the issue. Understand? Your will, by its nature, wants to conquer life and manifest life as it wants. Only with the wrong diagnosis, you are mellowed down. Listen carefully. Your will is like Hanuman, capable of everything. Now please come to the listening space. I am moving to the solution part. You know the way life is happening. Now you are approaching it from the angle of solving, trying to find reasons from the angle of solving. Now I am giving you the exact precise solution. Listen carefully. All the feeling impossible, all the feeling of suffocation, all the feeling anger, resentment, failure. For example, if you have a stomach pain consistently, even after trying various medicines, yoga, kriya method, certain kind of anger and incompletion gets developed around stomach pain. If you have a failure in business decisions, even after trying various things you can, certain kind of an incompletion, frustration gets developed around your career and business. Listen carefully. All these impossibilities, powerlessness in your life, you tried your best to bring completion with some relationship in your life, son, brother, father, friend, wife, daughter, daughter-in-law. With some people you try completion, to bring completion with the relationship, it's not working out. Somehow there is some incompletion, tug of war. All this only I call it as powerlessness. Listen, relive all this powerlessness. Even the emotions, thought currents, sickness which can't be named by you or branded by you. Sometimes the jealousy you feel, you will experience as powerlessness. You will never brand it as a jealousy because that hurts you. You will say, oh, they achieved, why not me? Life is unfair. Life is unjust. We have our own technical way of constantly diagnosing very cleverly. But your cleverness doesn't work with life. Life actually needs to be conquered. All these impossibilities, feeling stuck, it can be as simple as feeling stuck with certain pain are as difficult as feeling stuck in your financial status, current relationships, or the question about life itself. You may feel stuck anywhere. One by one, start reliving that heavy suffocation, that heavy powerlessness, that heavy feeling life is unjust, life is not fair. Please understand, reliving precisely helps you to diagnose from the right angle. Reliving is nothing but diagnosing any problem, looking at any why, precisely for the purpose of solving it. Listen carefully. Reliving any thought current, emotional current will bring precise diagnosis of why that problem thought current exists from the angle of solving it. The perfect solution for conquering life is relive the suffocations, powerlessness you carry, and declare with all your will you are going to create the reality you want. Please understand, it may look too simple, but it's a complete package. Whether you want to get out of your headache or you want to become enlightened, this package, completion and manifesting your will, is complete enough unto itself. Just test it out, nothing else. Try it out, nothing else. Test it out, try it out. Read whatever you wrote. Take few minutes. The first session, what you wrote, how life occurs to you. The second session, the reasons you try to find out from the angle of solving it. Please take few minutes to read. Then I will guide you. Create the intense will to manifest the life as you want. Tell yourself and the universe your intention, the way you want to exist, the way life should occur to you. Create a clear, detailed, powerful will to declare to yourself and to the universe the way you want to exist, the way the life should occur to you in every level. Consciously spend few minutes and declare it to yourself. Powerful will with your declaration to yourself and to the universe. To manifest the life the way you want. From the space of Sadashiva, I bless you all. Let your intention, will, become reality by bringing complete completion in you and manifesting the life the way you want. Tatastu. Relax. You can open your eyes. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.